Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. Today's NA high elo reviews, we actually looked at a lot of like pro players, amateur players. These were just requests from the Twitch chat. Our first game was from, I think you pronounced his name, Jose Diodo. I apologize for my Australian accent. This was a beautiful game. Goddamn perfect League of Legends. This game was the first game with tear to my eye. Second game was excellent game plan. We started thinking about how Eve could have prevented the Kindred invade. Udyr versus Diana. The game here was pretty good. We sort of ended this review pretty quickly. The game sort of just over. We sort of posed the question, well, did Diana, should she have path top to try and secure a crab in the early game? Could we have identified that in the champ select? Diana vs Morgana, this was basically a very quick end of review. Very good, important in terms of mastering the early crab. And then the last game here was an Olaf game. I think this was a pretty good game by the Olaf, TL, Armao. But I want to emphasize that game, the mindset was just to outscale. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you in my next video. Welcome home, Wally. We're just in time for the high elo NA reviews. Alright, so we're going to start with game plan path in here. We got a center set bot lane to a Karma Kog'Maw. Oof, that's going to be a bit chaotic. We got a Corki top into Darius. Corki's actually not too bad into their team composition, guys. I think he can do... I like starting red as Kindred for a lot of options. But he decides path top. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like path to top early. Yeah. To play around Corki. Corki's very good into low engage team compositions. And where's the engage from the enemy team? Zhao does not encounter as good engage. Holy shit, he just first blooded the... Alright, so I wonder if he knows if he has flash or not, top side. Sorry, did we know where the enemy jungler started here? Let's make sure we're pinging that out. Okay, we know that the enemy jungler started... Look at that, beautiful pings. Who was that? I don't know who those pings are from. Excellent. I think that was from Jose Dodo. So, excellent. Ping in, enemy jungler starter blue. Dude, this Kindred's going to have a blast of an early game. I'm excited. And the wave's in a great spot. He's scared for Zhao. I like how he's scared there. He's playing that pretty safely. Takes his Raptors. Beautiful League of Legends here, guys. We're waiting for crab, waiting in the bush. Guys, how good is this? I love this stuff, okay? Look at the patience, because he doesn't necessarily know where Zhao is. Zhao could be doing some weird-ass path here. Like, he could have looped back up topside, because Zhao could have easily come to contest this crab, because he has priority here. And Zhao hasn't showed on the map, so that's why he's playing very cautiously here. This is very good jungle fundamentals, guys. Like I can already tell, I mean, obviously it's easy to say, but I can already tell I'm watching a 1k LP plus player, you know? Like, just from the tiny details here. It's like that little patience. Instead of just... Because every other jungler just starts the crab, you know? Love the patience on the crab. We don't know... We don't necessarily know where Zhao is. He could have, like, 3-camped and, like, invaded, you know, with priority stuff on the red. And also the caution when he took his red buff. Love it. And also not really a decision to gank anything as well, because we actually can't, because again, the thing here is that we have, let me get rid of this text. We have 0 information of Zhao, so we're playing it really relaxed. And the thing about this as well, I think these guys like, honestly, like outscale very hard as well. So we don't actually need to do anything fancy. That's also a powerful mindset as well. Alright, so right now he knows that Zhao is bot side, okay? Because, I mean, he didn't show on the top crab. Like, obviously, Zhao is bot side, so he knows this is... Now he has information. Even though Zhao hasn't shown on the map, it's like a process of elimination. We now know that Zhao is not top side. Okay, so now we know 100%. 100% that Xin Zhao is bot side, you know, on his mark. And then that equals free gank top based on wave. Love it. Like, literally perfect League of Legends, guys, okay? Perfect path in, perfect decision making, perfect... Again, what's happening here, guys, it's not... I don't want to call this skill. It's not so much skill, guys. It's like information, understanding the game. Information. He's with the information, he's making the decisions. Right? It's not like this is randomly happening. We can tell exactly everything that's going on here based on looking at the gameplay, what he's thinking. It's not like it's like cool, like fancy 1v5, 1v9 outplays, you know? Like this early game's rock solid. And this is why, just again, looking for this early game, I know I'm harping on it a lot. It sounds like I'm fanboying Jose Dodo, but this is why this guy can get top of solo queue every single season. I mean, the last 2 seasons, rank 1, top 10, you know? Because it's just these beautiful the early games. As Drummond says, his clicks were so full of intention. You can read his mind. I love it. I love clicks full of intention. All right, so we understand again. We don't need to do anything fancy in the early game here. Path towards top side. Darius tries to go for a gank mid. Nothing happens. Just relaxing. Don't need to do anything fancy here. There's a big wave crashing into top. I wonder if we're going to do anything with that. Do we have any idea what Xin Zhao is? Guys, look at this again. Again, intention. Intention. You see how you see this movement, guys? He's like psychologically baiting a little bit. Look at this. Look at this, guys. He's waiting, so he's using Xin Zhao as bait. Xin Zhao as bait. Oh, sorry, Corki as bait. Because we actually should know Xin Zhao's top side now, because he did all that stuff bot, and now he's come and clear top camps. And Xin Zhao wants to try and gank top or something like that. But to be fair, Xin Zhao shouldn't be going for a top play at all here, guys. Actually, this is his fault as well, because he should know Kindred is now path towards top side. He showed mid. So again, let's just think about this in terms of decision making for Xin Zhao that Jose Dodo is going to capitalize on. So again, in terms of path in tracking, he should know his top side because he showed mid here. Right? So he showed mid, right? So Xin Zhao should 100% know. Let's look at Xin Zhao now. Okay? Okay, so he knows he's obviously there. They're pinging it. Okay, they know. But how can you do anything top? So the only thing Xin Zhao could do here is counter a dive. There's no aggressive play to be made. Okay, so think about it. He knows that's warded. Okay, he's playing patiently as well. Sure. Okay, now, okay, this is interesting. Now, he's using him as bait now because he knows that Kindred is top side. So it's like weird. It's like Xin Zhao uses the Darius as bait and then Kindred uses his Corki as bait. Alright, so now he has to go. Yeah, sure. Alright, now we back off. There's no reason to go on this anymore. Come on, guys. This makes sense, right? He knows Kindred's top side. So this is a bit of a misplay by the Xin Zhao. And what you'll do here as Xin Zhao is you sort of just need... I'll just come here and hover here for the dive. But I think that he actually loses... Actually, he shouldn't lose. He's got Conqueror. He should be fine. Xin Zhao's actually good into the Kindred early game. Alright, so again, let's look at the capitalization that Jose Dodo does. Again, this is Xin Zhao's mistake. Not so much... Okay, he actually does back off. Cool. Cool. Okay, he actually does know that. My bad. We read too much into that play. But it's good that he decided to back up because he knew that felt bad. Alright, so now... Yeah, where's Xin Zhao? He needs to... Oh, you need to be... Okay, this is also a mistake from Xin Zhao. He must be countering this because if Darius dies here, the game is essentially over here, guys, okay? He's even assist pinging. Poor Darius, man. You know, and at the end of the day... This is why people sometimes hate junglers. You know, we do get flamed a lot, but we do make dumb decisions like this, guys. I mean, how obvious is it? We know Kindred's top side. This is a massive wave. Maybe he doesn't care, but what you can do in these situations is literally just hover here and then just come here and just defend it. I think we can definitely defend this. I might be wrong. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're sort of looking at Zinziao's perspective now, but let's just go to Jose Dodo. This is a great dive top with wave crash. I mean, they don't have any CC, no lockdown, so diving is not the easiest in the world. If you're trying to defend your top lane, look at this. I mean, I'm actually happy to end the review here. The fact that Zinziao didn't come counter this. Oh, he did. Imagine if Zinziao was here earlier, guys. Holy shit. Now he comes here. So now he realizes it's too late. Dude, he could have flashed on him and killed him there, I think. Match his flash. Wally says, with the Jungle Master is sometimes about... Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing about... yeah, these situations. You feel like you don't want to be wasting time, but you need to read the map. This is why the best players, Wally, they'll be able to understand what's going on. Again, we have all the factors to know that this is not a waste of time. You must make sure that Darius can safely get this wave. That's the number one priority. It doesn't matter about anything else in the game. I don't give a shit about your Raptors. I don't give a shit about your Krugs. I don't care about anything else. Really important stuff. So let's just end the review there, guys, I think. It's just game over, yeah? I mean, again, remember going back to original WinCon. Corky's very good into the enemy team. He's up 24 CS. Enemy team has no win condition at this point. Game is essentially over. So Corky is excellent into enemy team comp. They have 0 engage. Right. Excellent early game from Jose Dodo. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So, and this is why I love reviewing sometimes, you know, the top of the ladder players, because I look at my gameplay and then I realize, okay, well, no shit, I have 1k LP plus because I don't do stuff like this. You know, I don't do this consistently. I don't have an early game like this. So it's like, again, there's no reason to be confused about your rank, guys. There's a reason why he's this rank. Yeah? Love it. Great lessons from this one. Beautiful movement, beautiful intention, beautiful game understanding. Kindred versus Evelynn. And a challenger, 100 Kenvi. God, I still got like this rush from watching that last Kindred game, like Jose Dodo. It's just beautiful League of Legends. Like, oh, I love beautiful League of Legends, guys. This is what we're all about, okay? Hopefully this game is as beautiful as that one we just saw. Alright, so in terms of path in here, he's got a Karma Varus into a Jhin Thresh. So in general, rules, I love making sure Karmas start in lane. Because you need them to get some pressure over there. Because the thing about this is that sometimes this is really good for Thresh to actually start in lane. Because he can get control of the lane over Karma. And maybe it doesn't matter because Varus Karma will destroy bot anyway. But I feel like path in bot is the correct move here. Or some sort of lane invade or trade sides of the map here. I actually wouldn't mind. Because Karma's very good, guys, level 1 invading. I wouldn't mind if they actually did this. I mean, he might just trade sides anyway. He might look at it. But, yeah, I think something feels a little bit wrong about getting bot to leash. But part of me also thinks it doesn't matter because Varus and Karma are just going to dominate anyway. But I think pathing towards bot needs to happen in the early game. I don't really care how he does it, whether he starts red or reverse backs down. But we do know where the Eve is, which is pretty good for us. Okay, he does jump over the wall here. Yeah, okay. So this is still fine. I'm happy with this. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. As long as he's playing around bot, I'm a happy chappy. Excellent. Because Eve can't do shit, top guys. Literally nothing. So it's very good trading sides of the map here. This is also beautiful League of Legends. Cupcake on enemy team. Alright. So Eve has done a good job here, understands that. Now he comes and defends this, and I love the defend here. Oh, Love this. I'm so tilted as Eve when this happens, man. You're so screwed. What happens here? Now he's looking for him. Oh, this was a little bit risky bisky by Kenvi. I wasn't a fan of this. Yeah, we gotta... They know that... Think about it, guys. They know that he's here. I mean, let's just look from the enemy team's perspective here, guys. GB has full priority, and he's going all the way around here. Oh, this was actually water. They actually saw him as well. Oh, wait, what is... Oh, GP! Oh, no! If he came here sooner... Kenvi's dead, guys. Fuck. Yeah, I don't like this. This is a misplay. It's a misplay because the enemy Eve has too much information. Okay? I know he wants to try and get in Eve's face, but they've already defended the topside camps. Like, Eve is screwed already. It's fine. Eve can't do anything this early game. He's just going to double crab him at this point now as well, right? His priority in mid. He can contest top crab. This is a misplay. GP has full priority. And enemy team knows that what you're trying to do. Have to burn flash. So this is not beautiful League of Legends, guys. It's not so much the GP having full priority, guys. It's this is the thing. This is the more important thing. It's because the enemy knows what you're doing. The moment you have an information disadvantage in League of Legends, like they have an advantage over you, they know what you're doing, you can easily play around that, right? So this guy's actually dead if GP came soon. Maybe he's not. He just flashes. I think he just flashes regardless there. Alright, we get a mark. I mean, it is pretty easy playing, guys, Kindred with priority in 2 lanes, you know? Like, this is... He's got a pretty easy game so far. Holy shit, that's just... I think the game's just over already here, guys. Eve does top. I got a note here as well. 2 minutes. Love the decision to defend top camps because you're not going to be able to dive bot. They weren't low enough or anything at that point. Just keep getting Eve's face. Get in Eve's face. So I would say the early game plan was absolutely phenomenal in terms of game plan and execution. Going the red blue Gromp. Very good game plan and execution. Reset. Moonquiver. Okay, next thing as well is that you might think, well, Nathan, why is he not base and stuff like that? Because Kindred specifically wants to reset on 1300 gold because Moonquiver is such an important item, first base. So I'm going to say very good staying on the map to get Moonquiver. Okay? So that's very good as well. Then understanding just to reset the moment he has 1300 gold. Reset. Top side. We're going to go for that mark. Probably don't really... It's probably gone by this point. No need to go for that. So we actually... Where's Eve right now? This is important for tracking. He's pinging that he's top side. I think that's probably accurate. And there we are. How many marks we got? We got 1 mark. We got 2 marks. We got dragon. I mean, Eve is just so fucked. If I'm in Eve's position right now, I just don't know what to do, you know? It's just a disaster. Alright, Eve is probably coming bot. Oh, this is a little bit of a sticky situation. Back out. Gank mid. Oh, you missed the chain. Oh! 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 Alright, how do we prevent this as Eve? Very good question, Mr. Takeaway. Well, you know what? If he started blue, in hindsight, that's obviously the way to minimize all this, because then Kindred's in a bit of a sticky-bicky situation. So, but again, remember how I said there is that I would be actually pretty a bit afraid as Eve of a late invade on my blue buff. Um, so what I will do, let's say the best way to minimize this as Eevee's in, well, we need to understand that the Kindred wants to play around bot side. So come here, ward this. They actually have it warded. And then start blue, and then just do a clear up towards top side. But then Kindred still can do stuff and try and kill him on by even contesting him on his red buff. But again, it's hard for Eve because again we can't plan around bot is also hard. Or what we can do here, you know what? Sometimes, guys, sometimes what I've actually seen, I remember in a couple of VODs, is sometimes I swear to God I've seen an Eve literally go straight here level 2 and just fucking defend this and actually kill. I swear to God I've seen that. Maybe it wasn't an Eve. Maybe it wasn't an Eve. It was an Eve potentially. Because Kindred, like if you put a point, I wonder if you would put in Q or E. Well, leashless doesn't matter here, Ben, because they knew where the enemy jungler started. But I think the biggest thing here is we just need, the problem we're solving here, guys, is we need to make sure Kindred just doesn't trade sides off bot. Yeah, so again, it's like, it's weird. It's like, again, you put in your mind, it's like, well, Eve can't fight early game, but level 2 against another level 2 champ, you actually can. It's very doable, honestly. Especially if he's like started the blue and stuff like that. Because what I think I saw there is like he started the blue and then Kindred's in a vulnerable position and then he like forces him off it. Or Thresh could like roam up or something like that. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but Eve definitely can't just do a standard path. This is the thing here, guys, is that Eve can't do a standard path because there's too much going on in the early game here. You know what you could also do is, you know, sometimes don't stress. Do not actually go here because the thing that I found as well, especially in high elo, is that people know this is the obvious thing to do. You know what? It's actually fine to come here and just continue clearing guys, actually. In a way, I actually don't mind this. So what I actually like to do here is Wolves. He already has great information here. What he could actually do is maybe even look to gank bot or something like that. I think there actually is still some options here. Because Kindred's actually going to be very pressured because he won't actually know what Eve is doing if she doesn't show on this ward here. So another thing here I would also be okay with is just really just chilling out in the early game here and then just doing this path and then looking to do something here. Or you could just come take these camps, but you sort of need to wait for Kindred's move. It's like chess. Right now, Eve is trying to make a turn, and Kindred has the next turn, and the next turn for him is again he comes and contests this. But what I'll be waiting for is I'll wait for Kindred to make a move first before I do anything aggressive. And that could be like a gank or counter jungle, all that sort of stuff, right? I think that's the mindset here. I think it's a very effective mindset. Is wait for them to show on the map, wait for them to make the move. Because at the end of the day, what's Kindred going to do? He can't dive bot. Okay? He can't really gank mid. And he's not going to just sit here and take the walls, right? He doesn't actually have that many options. Tough some Udyr. I have been a fan of that champion so far this season myself. Alright, so Pathim. Pathim bot. I like it. I couldn't care less about Lulu into Fiora. Alright, so Path bot. Who cares about Lulu into Fiora? Like it. We got a Yasuo Taric. There's gonna be chaos bot. Let's get into the chaos. Do we know where the enemy jungle? We know the enemy jungle is matching us. Beautiful ping, guys. I know this is boring and obvious. It's like, oh, well, obviously we know he started, but get into the habit of pinging it. Like, guys, I've done thousands of reviews. I can't even tell you how many diamond players, even sometimes challenger players, don't ping where the enemy jungler starts. It's so game losing if you don't know where the enemy team starts. Like, you might be like, yes, Nathan, we know that, but like, I review games and obviously you don't because I see it all the time. People get lazy, so I'm gonna note it. Diana started. Because your whole mindset going into your clear is just different. It's a super obvious thing, and obviously you could find anyone will tell you that, but like I can tell you, people don't do it, you know? Get into that habit. Alright, so remember Dinah's going to be here soon, so we're just doing a level 4 clear, because Dinah also does a level 4 clear. She's not going to gank this, right? 100%, so this is good. Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Alright, and here we go. We know that he's there. Probably just going to double crab this Diana. Yep, easy double crab. Diana tries to gank bot. I don't think this is going to work, Diana. Don't do it. Yes, she's resetting. Oh no, she's doing it. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Alright, so my instant reaction is, so obviously Diana just got fucked in the early game here. Should she have path top and understood that bot lane wouldn't have priority and that Udyr would path bot? So we could sort of like mind game and sort of like figure out, you know. Because I actually don't know. I think that's because set into these champs, like ranged into Yasuo Taric. I'm just going to post the question here. So that's 100 closest perspective. Should Diana path bot top to get a crab? I understand there's nothing to do bot. She gets double 2 crabs regardless, no. If Udyr does his full clear here, shouldn't Diana be here on time or not? Or is it no top priority? The fact that Lulu doesn't have priority top against Fiora is a little bit strange. That's because they fought, I think, earlier, but I think she does have it. I don't think Diana gets double crabbed Wally if... Oh, because he made Lulu leash. I actually don't like that either, potentially. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, then you would have to be like, well, then we would have to know that Udyr is going to start blue. I think it's a little bit reasonable to know that Udyr is going to path bot here. Because again, the thing is, Diana can't do anything bot, right? Let's not overcomplicate that. Let's not overcomplicate that. We're just going to accept the really shitty early game. Because yeah, Udyr sort of fucks Diana in the early game. Alright, so he comes here. Oh my god, he ganks top. He ganks top here. This is really good. Very lucky timing. Just to be top side. Pushes the wave in. No. No. Beautiful. Love that they're not touching the wave here. It's going to push back. Fiora's going to set up a nice freeze. Oh man, the game is so done top now. Holy guacamole, guys. Look at this. It's going to push back very nicely. Udyr goes straight top side. Good. I like this invade on his Raptors. Love this with mid priority. Utilizing priority to invade. We know Diana's going to be top side. The tracking is super easy this game. Oh, how did he know he was in there? Oh, because he saw the Raptor. Oh, he saw him just there. Oh, that could have... If he was a millisecond later, then he would have burnt closest flash here. A millisecond earlier. Because he obviously saw him going to the brush. Alright, we can just chill out here. Top's pushing back in. Seems like we don't care about that at all. We're just going straight bot, sure. Taking some tower shots. Oh my god. Well played, Mr. Lee Sin. I think the game's just over here, guys. We got a Yasuo Taric bot lane and they're just getting destroyed. He's got 3 winning lanes. guys. GG, guys. Alright. So let's just pose that question there, because the game could have been a little bit different if you pathed top and didn't let Lulu leash. So we'll pose those two questions. Alright, but obviously pretty clinical game from the Udyr here, so I am satisfied with that. Maybe we've got another path error here. Dino vs Morgana. NA Grandmaster, 100 closer. Alright, so pathing towards top here. Tarm Center. God, why do people play Tarm Center in solo queue? It's just unbelievable. Sure. Path top. Yeah. There's nothing we're going to do but. Maybe you can play around mid a little bit as well, potentially. The path in top here I think is good. Good pings, enemy jungler started blue, so we're just going to be matching path in top. So we're just going to note here, you know, as always, again, it's super obvious and you guys think it's boring, but I can keep emphasizing it. Good pinging where enemy jungler started. Boring fundamental stuff, that's all League of Legends is about. There's nothing sexy fancy going on. Boring is sexy is what I always say. Okay, we know Morgana's topside because, you know, we should be expecting her here. She actually does a 5 camp. I'm not sure if the clear is that slow on blue. She even got a leash, or maybe she's screwing up her clear. Pure TP's back. This is a pretty fat. Okay, guys. Assess the situation right now. Okay? Big wave. No priority mid. Morgana full HP. Cannot contest crab. Right? So let's just back off here. And let's just look at the consequences. Here comes set. Maybe they're looking for a fast play. The problem with this is there's no fast play to be made, Wally. Like, let's just assess this right here. Right? Like, she has Black Shield, obviously. Okay? Oh, she actually doesn't. Okay, but we actually don't know that. I don't think we actually know that for a fact. You know, like, look at this wave. Like, you don't actually want any fighting here. Like, because think about it. There's no fast play to be made here, because all Morgana has to do here is just flash or just walk into this wave, and the play's done. And then he loses crab anyway here, right? I think he should just go bot. I mean, he should understand that we don't have mid priority here. We just go straight bot side. I don't think there's a... I mean, maybe he thinks that because there's no Black Shield we can fight, but I think regardless, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter here, guys, because look at the wave. He just walks to this wave and they can't fight. This wave is an extra champion, by the way, guys. This is a champion right here. So I think that, you know, this is not a sandwich at all. You see how she just walks to the wave? There's nothing to do. It's not even close, guys. There's no fast play to be made. We can assess based on the wave. So, cannot fight top. Wave is too big. Just concede the crab. No mid priority. And go bot. Like, top's already winning, guys. You don't have to fight here. Relax. Yeah? Look at top. It's going to be able to take this entire wave. You could maybe play for the set, but again, it doesn't matter. Set's too hard to kill. You can't just one-shot set with a Dino. Guys, we're forgetting how weak Dino is early game. Yeah? You're not going to be able to kill a set with flash. He's just going to flash, and then he just gets... If they commit all their abilities to... he has Ignite as well. Like, maybe if Jace had Ignite, maybe, but there's no kill threat here, guys. There's nothing going on here. I mean, look at this. It's not even close. We've still got 2 HP targets to get through here. Alright, basic game, losing mistake by closer there, end of review. Yeah, I think we could definitely assess it. Guys, it's not even about the sandwich. It's just understanding that Fiora. All I want Fiora to do is catch top wave. That's it. I don't care about a crab. We can get bot crab. We have priority at that situation. Right? So we could assess this right now. So obviously dead. The wave's pushing back here. Morgana's here. Again, there's nothing like Eve. Like guys, let's actually go back even further because we're overcomplicating what we're seeing here in hindsight. We actually know to leave this crab right now. I think Fiora could actually save her TP as well here. Because there's nothing to do. If Fiora just saves her TP, it's fine. What do you guys think? We'll just go bot crab. I think that's the play. So I think even here. You can see top crab. Dine also has no smite, that's another point. And just go bot. Let Fiora catch the big top wave. Yeah? So we got to assess the lane states. Alright, so learn an objective for Mr. Closer here is need to assess lane states in the early game crab situations. Better and think about TPs. TPs make a big difference in the early game for these type of situations, especially after solo kill happens. End of review. Game 5. Olaf versus Nocturne. NA Challenger. TL. So Win Stuck says, do jungle fundamentals apply to Rengar since he mostly has to get himself ahead and can't gank normally? Yeah, I'll say Rengar denies it. I mean, the jungle fundamentals apply to every champion. Like, what's a good gank, what's a bad gank? Looking at lanes, I'll say it still does apply. But you can get away with winning games by just being as strong as possible. Similar to like champs like Karthus and like AP Shyvana and all these type of champions. And sort of like Warwick's early game, stuff like that. Right, so yeah, I mean Rengar's in a weird spot. I feel like better assassins are sort of just like Diana. She's just like a better like version of Rengar. Same with like I feel like Eve as well, and Kha'Zix. Actually, I think Kha'Zix is pretty shit right now. Alright, so let's take a look at top. So Wallace thinks this is a late invade top angle. Yeah, Nocturne does have to path bot. I agree. He's definitely not going to path top. So either matching Nocturne's path in or late invading here is going to be good. So the idea is here to match Nocturne path in because we're so much stronger than Nocturne in the early game. And then we need to go, he has to path bot. Yeah, I like it. So your champion identity as Olaf is to get every objective. Always look for double crabs in the early game. Every dragon, every crab, every herald is mine. That's the way you play Olaf. Love it. Oh, by the way, in these invade situations, I always start with sweeper. I actually don't like reward. I would start with sweeper. Start with sweeper if intention is to invade. So the reason for that is that if you come here and then people if you think about you can clear a ward and get experience, a little experience and gold advantage for your team, and also deny the vision so you have an information advantage over the enemy team. Because sometimes they just stand here and then you invade and they just ward it and run away. You really want sweeper. Actually, Rakan does have sweeper, so I guess I have someone with sweeper. I don't know if the Olaf was thinking about that though. Okay, so we're pathing top. Maybe he thinks that bot lane's going to be so useless, Seraphine Rakan, that there's nothing we can do there. And Nocturne path's top. Fascinating. Fascinating. Fascinating, guys. Why would he not play towards his Draven Pike? A bit confused. His Draven Pike's obviously going to have priority. There you go. So Nocturne eventually realizes, oh, I can't do anything topside, so I'm going to go and get my bot crab. He takes his Krugs because he knows Nocturne has 20 good tracking on CS. He knows that Nocturne hasn't taken his Krugs. He's done a 5 camp clear. Pike roams. Yep, we can't fight. Pike is here. Got a TP coming in here. Holy moly. I can't believe he survives that. Guys, I'm just really upset about the Nocturne's path in, more so. Like, I'm like mental blocked in this review because he didn't path towards the Draven Pike. Because he would have never taken the Krugs in that situation and that sort of stuff. I think that the Olaf's path in here is good. I think Nocturne just fucked up because there's nothing he can do bot. Olaf can't do anything bot. So either we late invade as normal, as Wally suggested here, because I think we definitely can potentially with Lee Sin and then Olaf into a Dark Harvest Nocturne with Conqueror. So yeah, your two options. So we're not exactly matching Nocturne's path, and what we're doing here is we're either late invade, he's red, because we know Nocturne should path bot. But again, he doesn't do that, so we would have just like outplayed ourselves here. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say we don't need to overcomplicate this early game. Just fucking start red. Start red. Path top is fine. You know, it's just relax. Let's just relax. I think our team composition is very good. We just outscale. You know what, guys? Our mindset is to outscale. Yeah. We've got an Udyr, we've got a Seraphine Rakan into a Draven Pike. That's our mindset here. So that's, I think that's the consensus. Yeah, Nocturne starting blue is fine. But he needs to reverse clear. Yeah, that's true as well. Could do that. Defending from the late invade, yep. Okay, that's another possibility. I like your thinking, Wally. Yes, the fact that he just didn't do that at all. He even tried to go for that top grab, right? Alright, so they lose Dragon, but that's completely expected because they're against the Draven Pike lane. So as Olaf, I don't care about losing that first Dragon at all. Good ult. Alright, Nocturne old spot. He just trades all his top camps. I like this. It's always really good, guys, as well. Don't do Herald, do the camps in this situation as well. Because you know how Herald's up. He's like, oh, I could do Herald right now, but just go and take all these camps. It's much better. Because Nocturne is going to be really far behind now. And Olaf's going to put himself very far ahead, right? He goes to try and defend his bot camps. He transitions through mid. It's very scary to walk into bot here. Obviously, we know Nocturne's here. But Rakan's here. We're all good. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, my mindset right now would probably be... yeah, we still got a weak side our bot lane. We have 1600 gold in our inventory. I don't know about bot. Rakan doesn't have ult. Rakan just got ult. Probably just would have based here, guys. Alright, well it works out, I guess. Yeah, the enemy, his bot lane's level 6 is really good. Yeah, I agree. We definitely can make plays there. But I think there's no reason why we can't get the Herald here. My mindset here will definitely be how to get Herald. Alright, we get Gold Drinker, Nocturne, trades, camps. The thing about, yeah, actually, sorry, we need to always assess. The thing about what I don't like about this bot gank at all is we're opening up losing Rift Herald. And I don't like that at all. Yeah, I actually don't like this at all. It's just not necessary. Bot's actually in a fine position, but the play's still 5. So this is a bad gank bot. We shouldn't be trading top camps and Herald for it. Because I actually really don't like this. It's just not worth it. For some reason he doesn't take Herald. I guess he just resets and gets here in time. Oh my god, Azir's collapsing. I mean, he's got Gold Drinker. This is so good. I think they just win the game here. Good tanking. Olaf's too tanky, guys, with W and his lifesteal with Gold Drinker. Alright, well the game's over because Nocturne hasn't got a big enough lead bot to win this game. He's 2 levels behind. So the game's just over here. So I'd say overall, well played by the Olaf. I just don't think that the decision to gank bot was worth, because we always need to ask, were you show on one side of the map, what could I lose on the other side of the map? And the answer at 9:30 was top camps. Top camps and Herald, right? And he had a lot of gold in his inventory as well, so I just don't think it's necessary to gank bot. Because again, the way that I'm viewing my bot lane's going to outscale anyway, and they have a really good state of the lane right now anyway. Yeah, Olaf destroyed this game. He went 17-0. 17-0. Alright. That wraps up that review.